So in this course, Finance 312, we will study the analysis and decision making related to financing modern corporations. We will learn important elements of financial theory as they apply to widely held international firms. These elements include, but are not limited to, time value of money, the risk-return relationship, cost of capital, capital budgeting, capital structure, asset management, and corporate securities valuation. Of further interest are ethical considerations underlying application of financial theory to business practice. Okay, so to begin, in the beginning of this course, we will introduce the most basic but most important principle in finance, time value of money. Okay, we're gonna learn that money actually have time value. It is not only the amount of money you receive or pay, it is also the time when you get or receive the money that matters. Okay, and then our whole semester will be most contents in the semester will be relying on the first one or first two chapters we learn about time value of money. Okay, we're gonna apply this principle to bond situations, stock situations to evaluate the bond price and stock prices. Okay, we will also learn the basic risk and return relationship that an asset, a financial asset with higher risk would require higher return. Okay, there's nothing that's perfect. Okay, if you want higher return, then you would most likely to undertake more risk. Okay, higher risk, higher return. Lower risk, lower return. So you have to make a risk-return trade-off when you make financial decisions. Okay, we will also learn cost of capital. Okay, this is the cost for a firm to raising capital. Usually there are two major sources. The firm can raise capital through either debt or equity. Okay, so we're gonna learn cost of debt, cost of equity, and then calculate weighted average cost of capital for the firm. Okay, we're gonna decide how much percentage we should raise capital through debt and how much percentage we should raise through equity. And this is capital structure. Okay, the weights of debt and equity in the capital components for the firm is capital structure. Okay, we'll also learn about capital budgeting. Okay, this is about whether we will estimate the cash flows for certain project and evaluate the net present value of the project. And we will decide whether this project is worth investing or not and make capital budgeting decisions. Okay, asset management. Okay, so from the company side, they need to decide through debt or equity, they're going to raise capital and the weights they're going to put in these two methods. They also need to decide how they're going to use the money, okay, to make capital budgeting decisions. Okay, that's from the firm's perspective. From the investor's perspective, okay, we want to manage our assets better, and we can choose whether we want to invest in stocks or bonds or any other real estate financial assets or any other assets to have a best risk and return trade-off. Okay, we as a rational investor, we always want an asset that's of the lowest risk but highest return. But according to the risk-return principle, risk and return usually comes together. So we need to find the perfect asset that balances these two best. Okay, corporate securities valuation. Okay, so to help investors to make better informed decisions, financial analysts, they could use some stock evaluation models to evaluate the security value. Okay, so we can estimate stock prices or bond prices using some financial models, and we can then make investment decisions based on these evaluations. Okay, and again, when we're evaluating the bond prices or stock prices, we're going to use time value of money, methods, and principles. Okay, so this is an overview of what we're going to learn in this course throughout the semester. So for you, in order to learn this course well, I would say the most important thing is to make sure you understand all of my lectures and understand all of my notes. Okay, make sure to go through all the videos and all the notes. And if you want to learn better, you could read book chapters prior to watch the video and answer chapter questions. Okay, you could also solve textbook-related problems besides working on the problems in the notes and homeworks. You could also participate in quality class discussion using our Canvas discussion board. Okay, whenever you have a question or you feel like sharing what you have learned in a certain video or notes, okay, make sure you drop a note in the discussion board about what you've learned from the lecture or the notes, or ask a question that you still are not sure about. Okay, and you need to turn in assignments on time. Okay, you need to again register on Connect, the MyGirlHill software Connect, and work on. I think we have 6 homeworks on the app, and you need to work through all of them. Okay, so in order to get full credit in this course, you need to work on homeworks and, of course, take the exams. But if you could participate more in class discussion, I could give out bonus points if you actively participate in the class. Okay, I believe most of you or all of you have met the prerequisites, so I'll skip it. Course learning goals. Excuse me. Goal 1, ethical reasoning skills. Goal 2, knowledge of functional areas in business. Goal 3, communication skills. Goal 4, critical thinking and problem solving skills. Goal 5, global perspective. Goal 6, knowledge, skills, and abilities appropriate to their major. So our course supports goals related to knowledge of the functional areas of business, critical thinking and problem solving, and we just touch slightly on topics related to ethics and global perspective. Okay, and out of all the topics we've discussed we will also include financial statement analysis, working capital management, financial forecasting, and these other topics we've mentioned. Okay, so to succeed in this course, I hope all of you would raise your awareness and fulfill your knowledge of business finance terminology and concepts. You will be equipped with skills in using tools of analysis for financial decision making, and you will always be skilled. You will also be skilled in applying knowledge in solving appropriate problems. Okay, this course materials. Okay, this highlights the 2 things you need to do for our first class again. Okay, so you need to register for MyGirlHill Connect. Okay, this is required for this course. If you register for Connect through Canvas page and get an ebook, you'll have this required textbook for our course, written by Ross Steven, Randolph Westerfield, Bradford Jordan, and book name is Fundamentals of Corporate Finance, 12 edition. Okay, but you don't have to worry too much about it unless you want a paper copy. Besides the ebook, you can purchase the paper copy. Otherwise, you could just register for Connect so you get access to our homework and access to the ebook. Okay, so you can click on this link here. Okay, it will show you the registration process for Connect. So let me try here for you. If you click on the PDF link, okay, you could go to our website here. Okay, you could click on the video. It will show you how to register. Okay, thank you for watching this video with me. And as you have already learned from this video, you could just go to our course Canvas page, and you could find the link for register for Connect by clicking on assignments or modules and look for the assignments there, or McGraw-Hill Connect. Okay, I think for now, McGraw-Hill Connect or assignments should work for you. Okay, and you may not see the homework in the modules until we finish the first topic. So you could go to assignments and McGraw-Hill Connect to get access to Connect for now. But after we finish the first topic, you would see the assignments in the module too. Okay, let's come back to our syllabus. Okay, And also, when you are registering for Connect, whenever you meet any technical difficulties, you can contact them by using the information that was shown on the video. Okay. All right. Another thing that's required for this course is, of course, Canvas. Okay. I will upload all the notes, videos, homework, and conduct our exam on Canvas as well. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to the announcements on Canvas, and I will communicate with you through Canvas throughout the whole course. Okay, so besides registering for Connect, another thing you need to purchase, unfortunately, is a financial calculator. Okay, a financial calculator is required. Okay, and I recommend Texas Instrument BA2 Plus. Okay, you can look for this, I think, in the university bookstore, or you can just Google it and you can get it on Amazon, eBay, or any other websites. And make sure you get this financial calculator as soon as possible, because we are going to use it starting next class, in the second class. Okay, and for all the lectures, all the classes in the whole semester. Okay, and during the homeworks, when you're working on the questions in the notes, homeworks, and exams, you're also allowed to bring a scientific calculator besides this financial calculator. Okay, however, programmable calculator is not allowed. Okay, some of you may have already purchased the HP financial calculator, which is a different model from the Texas Instruments. If you can self-study how to use that model, it's fine. But during our course, the Texas Instruments BA2 Plus will be used for instructional purposes. So I will provide you all the financial calculator procedures for all the problems in our class based on this model. Okay. Periodicals. Financial environment changes rapidly, so I recommend you, outside of our class, you could read Wall Street Journal or other periodicals such as Barron's, Forbes, Business Week, Fortune, and The Economist to enhance your knowledge or widen, enhance your knowledge on finance and the business world. And you could probably come across a lot of terms we study in class in any of these journals. Okay, grades. We will have, I think, 6 homeworks, and that counts towards 20% of your final grade. We will also have 2 midterms. Each takes 25% of the final grade. We will also have a final that's 30% of the grade, so it's 100% if you do well in 3 exams and the 6 homeworks. Besides, you could potentially get participation bonus point as well if you actively work on our online notes and videos and share your thoughts on what you've learned and ask questions, answer questions raised by your classmates. Okay, I will give out bonus points that due to that. There will be no makeup exams. Okay, if you have to, if you cannot make to any of the exams, you need to provide me paper document before the exam. Okay, and also final exam will be comprehensive, while the midterms are just covering certain chapters. So all students should take the final exam. Okay, all the exam dates are listed at the end of this document. So make sure you read that and let me know if you cannot make it in advance with paper document. Attendance and participation policy. Your participation bonus grade will be in part determined by my assessment of your class attendance. Okay, attitude towards class, preparation, participation. Okay, and in order to evaluate these, you are encouraged to leave comments, okay, sharing what you've learned in the class, ask questions if you don't understand anything, or answer questions from your classmates on the discussion board for getting bonus points. Homeworks are posted on Canvas or McGraw-Hill Connect. They're usually due at Thursday midnight in the week after we finish a topic. Okay, although examinations must be completed individually, it is acceptable for you to discuss homework problems with fellow classmates if this helps you to learn the material. If you need help, please contact me in advance and not immediately before a deadline. Okay, you can use group work to work on your homework. Also, you have 3 attempts in each homework, so this is basically a free cake for you. As long as you spend enough time on the homework, I expect all of you to get the full credit for all the homeworks, okay? Because you have 3 attempts, and after each attempt, you actually get solutions for that homework. Say after the first attempt, if you did anything wrong for any of the questions, you can get access to the solutions for that. For those questions, and then you retake the second attempt. It's going to be exactly the same question, but with different numbers. So as long as you study the solutions for the first attempt, you should understand what are the methods, what are the steps, what are the formulas or financial calculators procedures you need to use to solve such questions. So for the second or the third attempt, you should be able to know how to work on this question. Okay, and you actually, before you take the homework, you should already have studied a similar question in our notes. And you should also have already watched me showing you how to work on such questions in our video. Okay, so I would expect you to be comfortable and successful in all the homework questions, and the notes questions, explanations in the videos, homework questions should prepare you well for all of our exams. Okay, and in our exams, you should bring your financial calculator, a 2B pencil, and something to write with. You cannot bring your own cheating sheet. However, some formulas may be provided with the exam materials. You can also bring a scientific calculator, not a programmable one. This will be discussed prior to the exam. Electronic devices. Okay, you're not allowed to use any of these during our lectures or exams. Academic dishonesty. Okay, no cheating, no plagiarism in our exams. Students with disabilities. Okay, you can always contact me if you need additional help. Schedule of topics and readings. Okay, I'm gonna show you a list of class topics and readings. But this is only a guideline. We could alter the schedule as needed, but any changes will be announced in class or on Canvas. Okay. So these are the major topics in our course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I would say we have 6 big categories of the topics. That's why we have 6 homeworks. Okay, in this video, we're covering introduction to this course, and then in the next video, I'm gonna start talking about chapter 5 and 6, time value of money and discounted cash flow valuation. We're gonna spend 4 classes on that. Okay, calculating the present value and future value of lump sum, annuities, and uneven cash flows. Okay, and then we go to chapter 7. It's about interest rates, how interest rates are determined, and how we use that for bond valuation to decide on the bond prices, okay, or yield to maturity, rate of return for the bond. And then we will I will provide you a sample test for our first midterm. I will encourage you or require you to work on the sample test on your own, and then watch my video walking you through the solutions of the sample test for midterm 1 before you take the actual test. Okay, so in order to do well in our first midterm, which covers class 5, chapter 5, 6, and 7, you need to study well the notes and videos for these 3 chapters, work on homework 1, homework 2, and also work on the sample test for the first midterm in order to do well in the first midterm, in the actual exam. Okay, and then I'm going to provide you the grades, or the system will show you the grade very fast, and I will walk you through the solutions for the first midterm. And then after that, we're going into the second part of the class. We're going to learn chapter 13, risk and return. We're going to do stock valuation, okay, how to price a stock and how to compare it to the market price to make buy, hold, or sell decisions. And then we're going to talk about cost of capital, the cost for a firm to raise capital from the financial market, which is chapter 14. And then we're going to do a sample test for midterm 2 and conduct an actual midterm 2, walk through the solutions for the midterm 2, which covers chapter 13, chapter 8, and 14. Okay, and we will have a week break because I will be attending FMA conference on October 20 and October 22nd. We will also have another break, which is the Thanksgiving break. And after Thanksgiving, we will take midterm 2 right before Thanksgiving break, and then study the solutions for the midterm 2 after the Thanksgiving break. So make sure you study well as the second part of the class, so you would have a happy Thanksgiving, right? And then when you come back from the break, we will discuss our last topic, which is chapter 9 and 10, and we will learn how to calculate NPV, IRR, and use this investment criteria to make project analysis and investment decisions. Okay, and after discussing this last topic, you of course have the last homework 6, but also we will review for our final exam, which will be comprehensive, covering all the 6 topics. We will also have a sample test for the final exam, and we will conduct the final exam on December 15th. The university exam time is 10 to 11:50 a.m. for our section, but if we do it online, I would most likely to give you a longer time scope. Okay, so that's all about our syllabus. And again, make sure you register and connect and purchase a BA2 Plus Texas Instruments Financial Calculator before we start the second class in the next video.